Of Kenyan victims of the 1998 U.S. Embassy bombing today joined survivors and families at the memorial site for prayers in commemoration of the horrific attack. The Agnes Kavindu-led committee will be meeting their counterparts in the United States in the next few weeks to deliberate on modalities of compensation. And as Emily Chebet tells us, hundreds of survivors are yet to receive compensation 25 years later.
Painful memories brought back at the 1998 bomb blast Memorial Park. Victims recalling the 7th of August ordeal that left hundreds dead and several others with permanent scars. Widows, widowers, orphans and silent survivors who are still in their mother's womb were joined by the Senate Ad Hoc Committee for prayers ahead of the 7th August anniversary on Monday.
Be normal like other people's lives.
Catherine Bwire has no idea how her daughter looks like. She went blind during the U.S. Embassy attack while 7 months pregnant with her.
I lost my dreams. I lost my career. I had to undergo depression because life was very difficult. I got a baby after 2 months in October, a baby girl called Bahati.
She doesn't know how I look like. Suddenly, she had to depend on other people for survival. She could not do anything for herself. Her husband left with everything, left her alone with me because he could not take the pressure since so much had changed.
The Senate Ad Hoc Committee, which has embarked on a mission to see the victims are compensated 25 years later, were here to listen to the testimonies ahead of their meeting with their counterparts in the United States of America.
My daughter's life has come to an standstill. He's there taking care of me. I have lost my friends and my relatives. If you call them, they think you are begging them to assist you.
We've come together to speak one voice because we've been forgotten. We were not fighting with anybody, but we were victims. The Americans were fighting with Al-Qaeda. We Kenyans, we were busy working.
Most of the victims who have not received compensation were not embassy staff, but were caught up within the surrounding of the attack.
I used to work in Fundi Sacco house. By the time of the bomb blast, we were 47 members of staff in the building, and 40 of them died. They were all my colleagues, my friends. We were together that morning, and all their names are here. I normally see them, and I feel very hurt.
This day brings very bad memories to those of us who survived, because besides the injuries, we lost much more. Some of us lost jobs.
The long wait by the victims may come to an end soon if what the Kavindu-led committee says is anything to go by.
We are also planning to see our president, who I know, he knows that we are having this motion and he knows what we are having this discussion, and I know he will give us fully backup. We know even the opposition will give us full backup. And we are going to do whatever is possible for us as a committee and as a Senate to make sure that we go and meet the Senate in the United States so that they can also include us in this fund, which should give us the leeway because Kenya was not included in it.
I believe there are things the government can do. Most of these children now, some are with situations where they are now persons with disability. Under the affirmative action and the requirement that 5% of employment in Kenya must consider persons with disability, this is where government can quickly intervene.
224 people died in the blast and more than 4,500 were wounded. Emily Chebet, Citizen TV, Nairobi.